Hey guys, today I just want to take a quick look at this um, oil trust called BPT. Um, when I was buying oil trusts a while back, I had picked up a few shares. The price of this thing has plummeted. Um, probably, probably 50%. It's gone down. I don't know. I think my average buy price might be $8 or something, 8.70 or something. But so when I saw the price was down 50% from where I had bought it at, I think my original buy price may have been 10 or so. Um, I just doubled down. I don't have many shares. Um, but I just had doubled my position because the price had plummeted 50%. But if you look at the chart here, I mean, in January it was almost $13, and since January it's just fallen off a cliff. Um, and the reason for that is they have stopped paying dividends because the oil price. I think in order for them to pay dividends, the oil price has to be $88 a barrel. Um, I like to read the conversation sometimes. Sometimes you got a bunch of negative people. Sometimes you got some really great investors in here. So in order for it looks according to this guy, it would be $88. In order to get oil has to be $88 in order to get a royalty. But then you got bullish guys like this, saying, well, this is the time to be accumulating more shares. Um, when things look ugly, when things look bad, this is the time to be buying stuff, in my opinion. Um, and it's just steadily falling. And I'm not sure if this is the one. I want to say this is the one in Alaska, but I'm not really sure. Yeah. Um, it holds overriding royalty interest in the Purdue Bay oil field located in the north slope of Alaska. Extends approximately 12 miles by 27 miles, contains approximately 150,000 gross productive acres. And this is a micro cap, 100 million. But this is the dividend history. So as you can see, the dividends are not um, they're not consistent. But in 2002, and this doesn't pay monthly; it pays quarterly. But in 2022, the first dividend was 58 cents. The second dividend was $1.08. The third dividend was $1.40, and the fourth dividend was 70 cents. And they paid a dividend in January of 30 cents. Um, so for 2022, I mean, let's just say that's $1.50, $3, like 350 or something. They paid in dividends, and the stock you can buy the trust a unit. I guess they're called units. You could buy a unit or a share for $5, and like I said, just last year they paid $3.50 in dividends. But as you can see, going back, I mean, back to 2013, I mean, good Lord, they were paying 230, 240, 214, 216. The next year, 250, $3, $3, $2. The next year, 260, a dollar, $1.70. You know, so I mean, this isn't consistent. Um, but I think at some point in the future, oil will get back to $88. And when it does, you will be glad that you own a few shares of this stock because, you know, for a company that's paying you $3.50 a year, or even at this price to get 10%, they would only need to pay 50 cents a year, which would mean I don't know, 12 cents a quarter to get a 10% return. And I mean, this says 23%. But I mean, if you had it this year, you've already got paid $1.18 in January. So, you know, that's over a 20% return already. Now, granted, the stock price has fallen from 15 all the way down to 5. So, you know, anytime the stock falls, say 50%, you need 100% gain to just break even. And they have the target estimate at $2.50. But like I said, this is I wouldn't put all my eggs in this basket, but I have no problems with anybody say throwing 1,000, throwing 50, you know, $500, couple $100 at this, and at some point in the future, you will get a good return on your money, I believe. Now, right here, they have only paid 6 cents. But like I said, if the stock is trading at $5 and you've already got $1.20 this year, you've already got a 20% return. And for dividend investors, to me, what you love to see is when the stock falls, because you are accumulating more shares at a lower price. And now, of course, you don't want your stock to go, to zero. But looking at the history, I mean, the stock has gone way up. So I don't think it's going to go back to $100 or anything like that, but it definitely could go back to, say, 15 at some point in the future, or 12, and so you would be getting capital gains, plus you'd be getting dividends. So, like I said, when people, when you get bad news like no unit payment for the second quarter, like this is bad news. If you're a dividend investor and you're not getting paid, you're not getting a check this month or next month, or that's not. Um, I don't know why it's not letting me click on this stuff, but that's not good news. That's bad news, and when there's bad news, that creates opportunity for people like me to come in and scoop up something that's cheap. And as you can see, the 52-week range was 5 to 20. Maybe sometime in the future it's going back to $20, and that would be what, a triple up. Plus, you'd be getting probably 20% on your money just from the dividend. But I mean, if it goes back to 2022, that would be lovely. I mean, 350, and you're paying five. You're paying $5 today to hopefully get $3.50 next year or the year after in dividends, and the price could go back to $20 or $10 or $15, and so like I said, I don't think that this is a slam dunk, stick all your money in, load up the truck, but a very small position. I think a couple $100 or whatever is play money to you. Maybe $10,000 is play money to you, or $100,000. I think things like this are what I love to take a stab at, because I'm not sure how much oil reserves are left in the ground, but I am confident that at some point in the future, gas the barrels will be selling for more than $88 a barrel. Now this graph isn't really up to date, but as you can see, maybe over the last 30 years, maybe a third of the time, oil's been above 88. I mean, it's been as high as 200. I know recently Biden had basically told Saudi Arabia to produce more oil, and Saudi Arabia basically told the U.S., hey, you don't tell us what to do. Don't threaten us. So there's not a good relationship right now with Saudi Arabia, who is historically been a friend of the United States, and they are one of the big oil producers in the Middle East, and as you know, the Middle East is a volatile region, and a lot of people that produce oil in the Middle East are not necessarily our friends. But as you can see, the price of oil on July 14th was $75 a barrel. So we are well short of the $88. But I do believe, and back in May, the reason those dividends were so juicy was oil was 120. But I do think sometime in the future we could even go higher, 200 or more. So I think this is worth a risk, worth a stab at. Thank you for listening.